Hey everyone, Lisa Hart, Independent Star Director from Maine. I wanted to take a minute and give you kind of a recap from the meeting that we had on Tuesday, the 14th of March. We ran out of time. We didn't get to go over everything. So what I wanted to do was give you an abridged version of everything and then tell you that there's a bunch of videos that are going to be posted this week by people to address some of the things that we didn't go over. So I had the four things we talked about were prospecting, sales, hosts, and sponsoring. And I had told you that prospecting just means you're searching for things. You're searching for hosts, sales, parties, recruits, and referrals. And one thing that you should always be doing is keeping up your list of 100. Your list of 100 should be updated every time you have a party, every time that you meet somebody new. And the last key thing was to never prejudge anyone, because you never know who is going to be interested in joining, hosting, or buying from you. So there's two basic ways to get sales: through parties and not through parties. So the first thing that I'm going to talk to you is how to get sales not through parties. The main ways to get it are through collecting orders, just random orders that you get, PWS, random PWS orders, Happy Mail that Pam Willett talked about, posting on social media that Teresa Mahoney talked about, using samples. If there'll be a video on that too. Samples are a great way to get more orders. If you're giving out samples of products, you should be keeping track of it and following up with the people that you give them out to see what they thought of it and see if they might be interested in ordering something in that scent. And then following up with people to make sure that they got their product, they know how to use it, and if they need any more. So those are the basic ways to get orders without having parties. I can tell you, after having done this for 13 years, it's way harder to get a lot of PRV by just using this method than it is by having parties. So let's move on to parties. There's some different types of parties that you can have. Home parties, which should always be your number one that you go to with people. Basket parties, online parties, pouch parties, pocket parties, personal shopping link, text parties. There's all kinds of parties that you can have, the flower coloring parties, whatever. Home parties are your holy grail of parties. You should always be going for the home party. And I told you this before. Why? Because this is a relationship business. At a home party, somebody sees you in person. They get to start to develop a relationship with you more. They get to see how authentic you are, how helpful you are. They get to see the products in person, smell the wax in person. You get to answer their questions. And it's easier to get to upsell also at these parties, but home parties are where it's at. That is how I built my business, is through home parties. People love home parties. They love to get out of the house. I mean, everybody likes to get out of the house, right? But people like home parties. They should be your number one party that you're offering to everybody, because it's easier to get bookings there because people are right in front of you. You're telling them about the hostess is excited. She can help you get the bookings. People hear your story. They see you in person. You seem real to them. They might even be more interested in joining your team. It's easier to get recruits or to sponsor people at home parties than it is through a basket party or another party. So home parties should be the top thing that you focus on. The rest of the parties that we have, the basket parties, online parties, pocket parties, all those other ones, those should come secondary to the home party for you. So you should always be asking people to have a home party. And if they don't want a home party, then offer them the other types of parties. So you can see that when you have 10 people or 12 people together, it's easier to get $500 in PRV than it is to sit and contact 25 to 50 people via text, private message, or whatever to get that same amount of PRV. So have home parties, supplement or surround it with the other parties, and then supplement the rest of your PRV with the non-party orders, whatever you want to call it, following up, giving out samples, and then following up with those, social media posts, happy mail, etc. We are not an MLM, I think is what they call them. We are a party plan company. We do parties, home parties. I do not want to have to say it again. I said it the other night. Home parties should be your number one. Okay, so we also have the planning ahead document to use, which I find is really good to help with your sales. It kind of helps gauge when LTOs are coming out and things. So definitely print that off at the beginning of the month. But one of the things that's super duper important when you're doing a home party and when you're posting on social media and when you're talking to people or whatever is you need to learn the value of our product. And what I mean by the value is what does it do for you? AKA our, I'm looking at my refrigerator as I say that because I use it on my stainless steel refrigerator. Our counter clean, to me, is the most amazing stainless steel cleaner that we have. Hands down. I clean my dashboards in my car with it. I clean my leather seats with it. What can it be used for? Sell the value. It's just not for cleaning your counters. The mini fan diffuser is portable. You can unplug it. You can plug it into your computer. You can put it in your car. You can put it any place that you have. It comes with the USB outlet. It's teeny tiny. It can be put up on a shelf if you have a long enough cord. You know, our wax, it's made of food grade paraffin wax. It's very soft. We can infuse the most scent into our wax than anybody else because of the type of wax that we use. Learn the value of our products. Where can you learn the value of your products? You can learn it from other consultants. The what do we call it? The product training guide that comes out twice a year, that has it. And then we have FAQs. If you go on to the workstation and you just type in the search FAQ, all kinds of FAQs come up about our products. Print them off, learn about them. That is another way where you can learn the importance of the value of our product. Okay. The third things were hostesses and host coaching. I just did a video on this. You can watch it. But the main thing with host coaching is stay in contact with the hostess on a regular basis. Make sure you help her set goals. Explain the importance of getting outside orders other than her party. And then I lost my train of thought. The most important thing to me is making sure she's engaged in the party. If she's not engaged, your party will not be as good as if she is. Then the last thing is sponsoring. I told you, why do you want to sponsor a team? Because you are limiting your income if you don't build a team. You can never promote past a certified consultant. You will never show up on the consultant locator. You can never earn more than 30% commission in a month. If you build a team, you can earn a higher percentage of your own sales and a percentage of your team sales as well. And the bigger your team gets, the bigger your commission check will get. You should always, always, always be offering the $99 kit free. First, because that is the cream of the crop. It is the best kit that we have. You get the most bang for your buck. It's valued at about $200 for $99. It has everything that they need in it to start. If they can't afford that, and this is for March, we have our $25 join special, then tell them about the join special, because there's nothing wrong with that, okay? But they have to understand that if they can afford the other $74, they're going to get way more in their kit, and it's going to have everything that they need, whatever need. But they can still get the $25 kit if that's all they can afford. Then there's also the $59 host exclusive kit that you can offer, and you should be offering every single one of the people that you have a party with the opportunity to join. You should be asking for referrals from your friends on people that they think might want to join your team. You know, I always say stay-at-home mothers, empty nesters, people who work shift work part-time, nurses, dental hygienists, teachers who get summers and vacations off, anyone. But there's, you know, specific people that I always think are I like to target. So that's kind of a recap of what we were going to talk about at the meeting. So I will be contacting other people to make their videos and post them, and hopefully they'll all be up there by the end of the weekend. Thanks, guys.